So I like the idea of life hacks, like gadgets and tricks to avoid having to have willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Like an example that I did on the podcast recently is I'm too lazy to floss. I don't like flossing. So I bought a water pick flosser that goes on your bathroom sink that you got to keep filling the tank. But then the tank would get all like stagnant and gross if you didn't use it too much. So it was a pain in the ass. And then I found out you can buy one that goes on the shower head.
Oh.
So you don't have a tank that you have to worry about cleaning. But I still don't floss because I'm still too lazy. So I said that there should be a gadget to, since it's on your shower head, to hold the hot water of your shower hostage until you floss with the water pick. So you don't need willpower. You just have to need not wanting to have a painfully cold shower. So it coaxes you to floss. That's one example that came up recently as like a life hack, a gadget to avoid having to expend willpower. Mm-hmm. Or self-control on these trivial things. I mean, you want to use your willpower and motivation and stuff to get big things done, like pursuing your dreams. You don't want to piss away willpower trying to force yourself to floss or eat healthier. You want to use all your willpower for important shit. So the flossing was an old one, but the one that I want to talk about in detail this week, I saw on the TV show Shark Tank. I think they have a different name for it in Canada. I forget what it's called.
Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den.
Which is a better name, I think. Yeah, I don't know.
Love Dragon's Den. Love it.
I bet they're a lot nicer than Dragon's Den.
They are, and there's less commercials sometimes.
Oh, that's good.
I forget the unit of money in Canada. Is it like loony? Or is it just Canadian dollars?
Well, that's a slang term.
Okay.
It's called dollars, I think.
Yeah.
Do they negotiate in loony? It would be nice.
Oh, yeah, loony, yeah.
I don't know why I'm so insulting to Canada or whatever. It's just fun. You can shoot back at the U.S. There's plenty of material there. But, so I saw a gadget on Shark Tank, which is basically a container that has a lock on it. That's time-based. So you put your candy in there and you set it for like 24 hours and it locks your candy in there so you can't get to it until it expires. So I bought that and I like that and I use that. The problem is usually when I buy groceries, I get it through delivery, Meijer shipped, but it doesn't come in those jars. So I end up eating most of the candy as soon as it arrives and then putting like half of it in the jar to use for the rest of the week. So it'd be nice if it came in the jars. So then I thought, well, I have a candy jar at work, and I hate work is just ridiculous, stressful, and working with horrible coworkers. And so I stress eat there with a candy jar. And I thought it'd be nice if I could just throw the whole company's candy jar in one of these time locks. But the problem is that other people exist. So then I thought, well, the candy jar is right in front of the door to get into the area of the building where the company is. And we have like a key card. And so why can't we have like a key card entry for the candy jar, a locked candy jar? And so we could put the company's candy in this candy jar that requires key card entry, and we could program in the rules that we want to restrict ourselves to access the candy. Like most people, if they have willpower or they're okay pissing away willpower to restrain themselves from candy, they could just scan it and just open it. There's no rules. They can eat as much as they want, whatever. But if you're trying to stay healthy, lose weight, you could set an algorithm for when you enter your key code, it grants you access to the candy. So I thought that would be great.
That's pretty good.
And then I thought, well, if we have a key card entry lock for candy in a candy jar, why don't we just like put entire restaurants and stores in the candy jar, so to speak? Like have a whole community where like the junk food and if you're an alcoholic, the alcohol is key card entry, that aisle of the grocery store. So you can set your rules for when you allow yourself to go down that aisle.
As long as you're the one that gets to set it. I think that's a good system.
So that was one idea.
Again, I'm worried about someone hacking into that, and then all I can eat is cornflakes.
But then I started to think about I did this in the wrong order, but like, I would like food shipped to me already in these time locks. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, well, instead of having a time lock, I have a Fitbit. Why not have food come in candy jars that are locked based on how much exercise I do as reported by the Fitbit?
It would be nice if the Fitbit just explained when and how much you're supposed to eat. Just do it for you. I agree with you.
But I need that enforcement, not just explaining to me what I should do.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to lock shit to force me to do that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use willpower.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose that would work. I like the idea of say your phone counts the steps, and then after so many steps, it releases, you can have a piece of candy.
Yeah. You're outsourcing willpower.
Yeah, and it's also a positive reinforcement for exercising.
Sure.
Yeah.
Whereas the shower thing is a negative reinforcement. I'm punishing you if you don't floss.
Mm-hmm.
Here I'm rewarding you if you exercise. It's positive reinforcement.
I know people who count their steps and then they collect points on their phone, points for whatever, and then they use the points for money. This is similar to that.
Huh. I didn't know that existed.
Have you ever heard of something like that?
That would be great.
A company makes a point system, like Walmart, and then you're collecting dollars, but they call them points or whatever.
They actually do that?
Yeah, well, I guess this is Canada, Petro Canada, that's a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
And they set it up where your phone, you count steps, and they'll give you points, and then you use those points as dollars. That's a positive reinforcement thing right there.
Is it a meaningful reward, or is it you've got to exercise every day for 3 months to buy a $4 piece of garbage from the...
No, yeah, it's the second one. It's the second one, yeah, but it's still...
Yeah, that's not going to motivate me to exercise.
It's getting tickets from playing skee ball, basically.
Yeah, you just get freaking 2 free tickets, After 50 tanks of gas, you save $3.
Yeah, that's not worth it for me.
Yeah, it's nothing, yeah.
It would have to be more money. And then I thought, as an add-on to that, if the Fitbit is going to ship me exercise-locked candy, my candy locks, the container is clear so you can see the candy. But you could also have mystery boxes with candy in them, rewards that you don't know what it is. It's like a present almost. You've got to exercise to see what your cool mystery box contains.
Sure. Now, what if your vice isn't candy or alcohol or something, but say you're looking for a lock to stop, I don't know, fucking horses?
Well,
is that something you think you can implement with this program, or am I just would one just be lost?
You could stick your dick in some sort of lock, I suppose. So then with the mystery box thing, I thought, well, if you have a job, if you have health care, it's like a add-on to your health care service as a preventative way to promote exercise. Some healthcare places will pay for your gym membership. And you could have random cash rewards in those mystery boxes that are taken from your actual healthcare, what you're paying. But yeah, that would definitely motivate me to exercise if there might be money in the mystery box. And then I thought the other thing would be the mystery box. It wouldn't be actual cash. It would be an expiring thing where they transfer you the money. You have won this, enter this code or whatever. And if you don't exercise in time, they ship you the mystery box with the reward in it, and you don't exercise within 2 weeks, you have to ship the mystery box back, not knowing if it contained $1 million or not.
Oh.
So
yeah.
You'll just have to live with that wonderment if you don't exercise. You could have been rich if only you had exercised and got any reward. And then if you actually pry open and break the mystery box, it would have a way to electronically detect that and nullify the cash reward. So you can't cheat.
Sure. Yeah.
This would be a test of freaking ethics here as well.
So would
yeah, I don't know about this mystery box thing. I really don't.
You don't like it?
No, well, what's holding me back is who's in charge of this mystery box. Is this you're at work and your work is put together this mystery box, or is this the state of Michigan got together and decided to do this and we have the mystery box? Where's the core of the mystery box coming from?
It wouldn't be your work. It'd have to be either the government, like the lottery commission.
Okay.
And it could be the insurance company, health insurance company too.
See, the problem is I don't know who I trust less, the government or private businesses. Because I think ultimately they're both trying to fuck me over.
Yeah.
I would trust like a startup tech company to manage this. Like I wouldn't trust like the secretary where I work.
I'd want a little old lady doing it.
And especially like handling the money. Like, oh, you won $1 million. Like, we're going to pass that $1 million through one of your coworkers and hope they don't embezzle it. Like, fuck that.
You know, this is something that does exist. As my mom and sister are involved in a thing where it's an app that counts your steps. It's a thing where you get in a group of like, say, 60 people and everybody puts in, say, $40.
Oh, yeah.
So there's like a pot of money and you have to get so many steps a day to stay in it for like, say, like a month or however long it is. And then people drop out. And then by the end of it, I'm sure the app takes a cut and then some money is split among the people who did all their steps.
That's cool. Do
you like that? Would that help you, Tom?
It wouldn't work for me.
Something like that?
I do not want to have a willpower contest. I want to not require willpower. There's a big difference there.
Money, and then in order to not lose the money, you have to fulfill the steps in order to like not lose your money. That's basically it there.
So it's like 40 people times $40 each. That's like
no, I'm not sure of the numbers, but say a group of people get in it. Each person puts in money, and then say it's like a month long of so many steps, and then if you make it to the end, then you get to split the pot. Yeah.
This is the type of reward system that could lead to sabotage and murder, especially if it gets up in like the tens of thousands of dollars.
If it gets down to 2 people.
Or pulling like Tanya Harding at least.
Hey, Tanya Harding had nothing to do with that.
Okay. I'm your host, Tom Walma.
I'm Ken Witzgall.
Hey guys, I'm Scott Gaughan.
And this is Creativity Wasted. Anybody got any shows or podcasts or whatever they want to plug?
I have a podcast. It's called Free Netflix Online with comedian Tim Rayburn. It's on Spotify because it has the word Netflix in it. We can't branch out any further. So
I have a website, creativitywasted.com, and I also started a Patreon. So if you love the show, consider donating to Patreon.
You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.